Hey guys, Amber Marshall here and the famous downtown Katie Brown. And we have been on quite the adventure train over the last several weeks actually. I think it's been going a month strong because I was in Ontario for somebody's birthday party.
So old.
Happy birthday.
You got me really good.
I did?
Yes. Knowing that we had all of this adventure planned, I think it was our last weekend where we were just supposed to stay healthy, rest up for all the fun, and just be with our animals. And I didn't know that this was happening, and somehow I showed up at a barn and there was a party because I turned
25.
And you were there.
She turned 25.
And you were there.
I was there. And it was so much fun. And I think the thing that surprised me the most was that you literally had no idea.
No, I didn't. I thought that I was just going to have like a bit of a bigger spaghetti dinner on Sunday night, which is a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, and it was very overwhelming, but thank you. I will never forget that for the rest of my life.
It was really cool to be a part of it.
Yes.
So then that was followed by the plowing match, and we had a lot of fun there. Hosted a rodeo and did some other fun things with Sweet Pea the turkey. Sweet Pea attended her first book reading appearance, yes, which was really fun.
She was such a good girl.
She was so good. I was so impressed.
Yep. There was a lot of different possibilities of what could have happened there. And she was really great. She liked...
We were prepared for all of the above,
Yeah.
and everything went off without a hitch, so that was good.
She was great. And then we went down to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. First U.S. appearance.
Horse capital of the world.
Oh, and what a way to break into the U.S. I mean, I literally ran out into the middle of arena in the spotlight with a majestic white horse following along behind me, and it was so cool. Like, I'm still thinking back to that entire weekend, and just it felt like a dream. It really did. And we met so many cool people. I got to visit with people that I've worked with in the past that I'm just in awe of. And I'm gonna give a big shout out to Dan and Elizabeth James, because they were so gracious to have us out. And not only that, but just welcome us into their family and trust me with their horses. And it was a lot of fun.
Everybody was just so beyond talented and so down to earth at the same time that I got to know them on the ground first, and then we prepared for the show or some of the fun things that you were doing, the Q&As or the panels, and then all of a sudden they would walk by me with a horse or 5 horses following them at Liberty, and then would go into this stadium and do the most amazing performance. I just was so inspired, and it made me want to just go home and spend more time with my horses.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing that I struggle with, is finding the time to be and work with my own animals. And I was saying that to you. We were just driving up to where we are right now, and it's a moment where you sit back and you think, wow, sometimes I need to prioritize the things in my life. And I was saying how I used to have so much time to spend with my animals, and now it's like I'm lucky if I can get to go for a ride and sneak that in with my own horses. So it was very inspiring to me as well to make that time, because that's what it's about. It's not about, you're so busy you can't get to it. It's like, you're so busy, so let's prioritize things and make sure that the things that you love and the things that you enjoy doing are in that.
Yeah, priorities are everything. I think I need to revisit some of mine. But we had that really great chat as we were driving to where we are right now. I wish that you could take a deep breath and smell the beautiful mountain air.
Oh, the scenery right now is stunning. I thought it was beautiful last year when we were up in this area, but holy cow, it's like the colors are in full bloom. I don't guess that's not what you call it when everything's dying off, but
let's say bloom. It's kind of nicer.
So yeah, it's really cool. I'll give you a look around.
Yeah, why don't you say where we are?
Okay. So we've been keeping this one quiet because this is something that Katie and I love doing, and it's near and dear to both of our hearts. Last year we had the opportunity to take part in the Canadian Animal Assistance Team Spay and Neuter Project, and last year we were up in Burns Lake, and we had a pretty special story to tell about Burns Lake. And
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really cool to work with the team and then do some work that is so important and that we felt really good about. And obviously, many of you know the story of how we brought two beautiful sisters home, and they have been loved by both of us so much. And one of them, Desi, didn't get to stay with me too long, but absolutely no regrets. It was an absolute gift to be able to share the time that I had with her, and even just seeing her sister totally carry on the spirit has been such a joy for me. It's not sad. It was hard to go through, but it's not a sad story. The beautiful thing about it is that when Desi passed away, it was a really nice conversation to talk about the importance of the work that CAT, Canadian Animal Assistance Team, is doing. But then hearing how many people were touched by that and the action that we took from grief, or that the community took from grief, was they made donations, a lot of donations in Desi's name, for future spay and neuter clinics. And that's why we're here, which is like the most fulfilling thing for me. I think when you have grief, if you do something or you put it into action, it doesn't stay stagnant and it has a purpose. And I feel like the donations that a lot of your fans have given, or Desi fans have given, have made this possible. And it's one of the most healing things, because we get to pass on the good deed to more people and to more animals and communities that are in need. And so we're here to do another one of these exciting clinics. We're with a really awesome team. Mm-hmm. Our roles are kind of similar. Last time I was in recovery, but this time I am at the check-in and
admissions.
I'm the Walmart greeter. Hello.
Wow. They picked up
Lucky
perfect
you.
person.
I don't really know why I'm in charge of important paperwork, but there's still lots of dog and important, because once you kind of do your role here, you don't just stay in your role. Everyone helps doing everything. There's no job that is off limits for everybody. It's amazing.
That's one of the things I love about the experience of doing this, and what I took away from last time, is that everyone's here by volunteer, and they all know the difference they're making, but as a team. So everybody helps out everybody. It's not like, this is my job, I only do this. And it's like, whatever needs to be done is done. You know, somebody needs to go clean up dog poop on the ground, everybody's jumping in. Like, it's such a team effort. Mm-hmm. And it's also like a very warm family vibe, you know, like everybody's there for each other. And I think ultimately that's what keeps it going, is that energy of, we're all here for the greater good, and we can see the difference we're making, like right in front of you. You know, last year we had over 100 dogs pass through the doors, which is crazy. And Autumn, who is now my girl, she was number 100, and I thought that was really cool. It was like, you know, I passed through 100 dogs before I decided
no. But I think that's why they put me in admissions this time.
Yes.
They're like, make sure Amber doesn't see this one. You can vet them all. But no, truly, like we joked about this last time. The beautiful thing about CAT is they don't promote any type of fostering or adoption from these communities. They're coming in to support them and help them at the root cause, which is overpopulation, and making sure things are vaccinated and taken care of, as well as spayed and neutered, so that the problem is fixed at the source and not just rehoming animals that are often people's pets. Mm-hmm. So I really respect that, and our situation with Desi and Autumn was completely different than their normal protocol, at the approval of the community that we were in. But this time it's been really cool. Lots of dogs, lots of really adorable cats, and you've been in prep, so why don't you tell everybody what that's about?
Yeah, basically I'm sort of the second face they see after the Walmart greeter here.
They're like, oh, thank goodness someone here knows what they're doing.
My job is to calm them down for surgery, not amp them up to be checked in.
It's not a club, it's a surgery. Oh.
Welcome. Okay, now take a deep breath. So I weigh the dogs and cats. I make sure that they're seeming physically healthy. I help them just kind of relax and calm down, because some of them are really anxious. A lot of these dogs have never been, put in a vehicle before. They've never been off their property. So it's really important just to make sure that they're feeling comfortable, and that's a scary place. And so we assess them, make sure that they're okay, and then once they're ready for surgery, we give them a little bit of a sleepy pill, and then I take them back and I prep the area for surgery. So I'll shave the area, I scrub it, I clean it, I make sure
you wish it well.
Yes, I make sure that everything's ready to go for the veterinarian to then take over. And it's really cool because the setup that we have, it's very open. So you see multiple different animals coming in at the same time, going through all of these different steps, and each table has a different group of people all assigned to different tasks. So I think that's the cool thing about it, is that you get to see all different types of animals coming in and being admitted, and all of these things that are happening simultaneously is really cool.
And the most interesting thing is that we encourage their owners to stay and watch the entire procedure and be with their animals, so that when they come out of anesthesia, they're not as afraid as they typically would be if they're just in a clinic and they're not around familiar faces. But we encourage them to sit with us or sit with the recovery team and help be there. And it's amazing how connected, and they take us up on that offer. They don't want to leave. They don't want to go anywhere. So that's so beautiful to learn. And then often you're sitting there with them throughout this time, and they tell you the story about this animal or how much they mean to them. And I love that part. I like the human part a lot.
Oh, for sure. And the thing that I found interesting as well is I kind of had a stereotype in my mind of the types of animals that would be coming through. And I was surprised, there's no specific breed or no breed. It's kind of a variety of every shape and size, and it's cool. It's really great to be able to see a community that loves their animals so much and just wants the best for them.
It's all feel-good stuff. We don't run out of energy doing feel-good stuff, do we?
No, we don't.
And so, today's our last day. We're sort of wrapping up here, and then the fun doesn't end, Amber. Are you sick of me yet? I don't know.
Somehow.
I'm so quiet in the mornings. I try so hard. What's up next? I think you're coming.
Well, I'm headed off to the Miami Film Festival, so that's next on my list. I was saying earlier this month that I'm in a different province or state every single weekend, so I'm kind of right in the middle of that right now. So once I'm back from that, then I'm headed to Toronto again.
You just can't get enough of Ontario.
True. Back to your neck of the woods. I'm from there. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Ontario, so I guess I can say I'm going home for the Royal Winter Fair, which has been a staple in my life for 18 years.
Yeah, it's what brought us together.
It's true. That's how Katie and I met. So the Royal is special to both of us for many different reasons too. I grew up as a child going to the Royal Winter Fair. I took the train with my friends to get there, and it's special for me, and I know that there's a lot of reasons that it's special for you too, outside of meeting me, of course.
Yes. Yeah, and the cheese curds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a cool place. It celebrates all the things that I love and that I think are so important in this world, which is feeding families and awarding people for excellent husbandry of animals. That's such a my Shakespeare. Well, I mean, I just think it's important. It really celebrates people who raise their animals with pride and treat them like family, and I think that should be celebrated all the time. And it still gives me chills, or my eyes fill with water when I watch the beginning of like every horse show there. It doesn't get old ever, and I'm so excited, and I always love being able to show people for the first time what the Royal is. But this year we're doing some fun things.
Oh yeah.
They were asking like,
this is Katie. She just signs me. She's like, oh, she can do this. Oh, she can do that.
We did a paint night together once.
I know.
So
which was fun.
Yes, and I think they saw that, and they were like, hey, does Amber want to do a paint party learning how to paint a horse? And I was like, she is so good at painting cattle, so why not? So
I'm not visually artistic at all.
You are.
I'm not. You can't go wrong on those nights because there's someone who, shows you what to do.
Step by step. And there'll be snacks. So that's important.
Excellent.
So that's one of the things. You get to show the beautiful Dan James Liberty experience in the Animal Theater.
I'm really excited about that, especially after spending last weekend with them and And just like, it's magic. It really is. And a lot of people who have watched Heartland and they've seen my character perform at Liberty with Spartan or some of the other horses on the show, it's just, you feel like you're, you know, just this spectator in this world that you don't even feel exists here. Like, it's just a dream state. And it's cool.
It's so beautiful. And I mean, it's one thing to see an Olympic athlete working with their horse doing the most incredible feats of jumping these massive jumps in a course and everybody's holding their breath. That's an incredible display of an agreement, of a partnership. And I think Liberty is that as well, where there's nothing tying you together, but it's that agreement with no words. And I think that that's so beautiful, and that's on display there. And you can even see that with cattle in the ring. You know, it's such a celebration of animals and the relationships we have with them, and how they've changed a bit over the years, but I think it's always remained the same. And then there's the cowboy breakfast.
Yes.
The food's amazing.
Yes. So this is our 3rd year, I think, doing the cowboy breakfast. Yep. Katie always hosts with me. Yeah. And I'm there for the food. No, it's so good. I usually don't even get a chance to eat because I'm always just like so engaged with this one here who's throwing random questions at me.
I'm working on a list to just pull out some like doozies this year, and if anybody has some that they want asked, please send them, because I'll do it. I will ask her.
She will.
Nothing's off the limits if you do it with a smile on your face. And then the rodeo at 2 p.m. I mean, there's 2 rodeos. It's the finals that you're hosting, which is going to be so exciting. And I just love that. It's a full packed house, 6,000 people, and the coolest display of barrel racing. My sister will love that I said that. Bull riding and all the fun that happens in there. The rescue ride, I hope they're doing that. I'm not sure.
Race,
I love those fun. 2 little girls that win it.
Oh yeah.
Like so cool. And then of course you get to say hi to fans around the ring after the rodeo, which is always so fun. I love getting a front row seat to the connection and the way that everyone's just so excited to say hi. It just feels so great to get to watch that right firsthand. So there's lots to look forward to. It's just been so much fun. Wow. And lots to look forward to, and nap for, because I think we need to rest up after all this.
Yes. I'm going to sleep really well in December. I'm just going to be like a bear, and I'm going to crawl into a cave and hibernate for all of December.
We've actually been saying we eat like bears. Like, we like to have some nuts and some berries. Yeah. It's a bear diet. I think that's the secret to sustaining your immunity and energy during the winter months when you're this busy. So we're rambling on this Ramblin ride.
We sure are. Well, I had a lot of fun this weekend.
There's a big raven right here trying to get in.
It's not trying to get in.
It is. Look at him. Is it a raven? Am I right?
You didn't even see it.
Right? He's literally at the door.
Yeah.
I think they're so
Maybe
neat.
he wants my apple. We stopped at the side of the road and picked apples.
Should I do that?
And
imagine it jumps in.
He doesn't want an apple. Ravens don't like apples. He wants a big chunk of meat. Remember when you asked if kangaroos eat meat? Yeah. Well, ravens do. So he probably won't want
so
this
embarrassing. We met a kangaroo. You might have seen. Dan James has a kangaroo.
Such a random. We met a kangaroo.
We said we met a kangaroo. Dan said he's Australian, and I thought he was kidding. It's like, no, a real one. And so he actually has one at his house. So we went and met it, and it was prepping us for Australia. But I asked. First, I said it looks like somebody like kind of gave up halfway through making it, because his arms are so small and unfinished.
Kind of looks like a deer, like and their back legs look like a deer's legs, but that they've just been
cut short. They have like little hands. It's so sweet.
We're gonna wrap this one up, but I'm glad that you could come on this journey, so to speak, and this one is special for both of us. I mean, we've had a lot of fun going from event to event, but I think this one was one we made sure was on the list, and I'm really happy we're here.
Me too.
Okay, well, do something good today.
Yeah.
Go tell someone something.
A joke? I don't know.
I was thinking more like words of affection, or but a joke is great. Make someone smile today. How about that?
Oh, that's good.
Do something good.
Maybe please smile.
Oh, you make me just belly laugh. I don't know. But I'm smiling while I'm doing it. So thank you for that.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right, until next time, take care.